Well, hello guys. Hey, today I wanted to go over some knives that I have laying around the house, that I have in some of my get home bags, or even a couple of what I would call more of a bug out type of a bag. And I want to get your feedback as far as what you think works, what you think doesn't, that kind of thing. So these are just some knives that I've put together. They have different purposes, but I wanted to kind of throw these out and let you guys see them, and kind of go through, pros and cons to these knives, and kind of tell you a little bit about where I typically have these knives, why I have them, that kind of thing. So, and these are just fixed blade knives. These don't cover any of my folding knives, like the SOG that I've told you guys about, that I carry with me all the time. This is a fantastic knife. I can't believe how often I use it. But the first knife I have here is actually just a little buck knife. Okay, it's a rubber molded handle, fairly short, probably a 4.5 inch blade. Okay, I actually use this when I process game. Okay, so I've field dressed many a deer, quartered them out, that kind of thing with this knife, mainly because it's sharp. It can do some intricate cutting, that kind of thing. And where if you look at all these other knives, probably not the best for field dressing game. Okay, so more of a bushcraft type of knives there. But so I've had this knife for quite a long time. Buck knives, they're good quality, not very expensive. Okay. The next knife here, this is actually my SOG Seal Pup. Okay, I had been wanting one of these for such a long time. I finally broke down. I think I may have bought it on Amazon probably 3 or 4 years ago. This is actually the case to it. I have this attached to my get home bag. Okay, it used to be inside the bag, but I've since changed bags. I did a video on my get home bag number 1, and this was inside the bag. I will be doing another video, get home bag number 2, here shortly. The reason why I'm going to have a number 2 is because I actually switched bags. I went from a LA Gear black Molly bag. It was a decent bag, didn't have very good waist straps or anything like that, but it was a decent bag, but it was packed, absolutely packed. Whereas this bag, this is a Kelty Red Wing 50, I believe, and I actually have extra space in it. I'll do a review on that on the contents later, because I have switched up a few things. In this sheath also, I have a Bear Grylls knife sharpener. Okay, I think it's important if you're going to be out. You have to have a way to sharpen your knives. So I do have this nice knife, good solid knife. The only thing I wouldn't say this might not be the best for my get home bag is because of the fact that it's just not super beefy. You wouldn't be able to do a ton of bushcraft, shelter making, that kind of thing. Obviously cutting cordage and taking bark off of logs, that kind of stuff. It could do that. All right, but as far as some really heavy duty stuff, might not be the best knife for that scenario. This next knife, I don't even know where I got this knife, but I'll tell you what, it's a solid knife and super sharp. Probably because I've had all these knives professionally sharpened, but it's a full tang. It's a good solid knife. Probably be a fairly good bushcraft type of a knife, but I don't like the case. It's just a vinyl case that there's not much to it there. And as far as the how do you carry it, that's a pretty big belt loop there, so it'd be flopping all around, so I don't like that part of it. So these knives here I actually keep just at home in my basement, kind of in my area where I keep a lot of extra survival type of supplies. Okay, so I don't carry these two with me. But this knife here is actually, I think I got this at it was in a box from an auction that I think my dad went to years and years and years ago. But it's a K-bar knife. Okay, you know, it's got the blood channel here. Got a nice, I believe it'd be leather type of a handle. You know, kind of slick. Okay. Again, super sharp. This would be something that people may have used, you know, 80 to 100 years ago, possibly. The sheath obviously is old. It's worn, so I don't do a whole lot with that. These next two knives I'm going to talk about are the two knives that I'm thinking about switching out and putting in my get home bag versus the SOG Seal Pup. This one here is a Gerber knife. Don't know the number on it. I think I got it on Amazon. You talk about a beefy knife, okay? It's obviously a full tang. It's got a rubber grip that's super comfortable. It also has a you know, place here to put a lanyard or maybe some extra paracord rope or bracelet or whatever could go in there. I believe this is a glass breaker here, actually fairly sharp, and you can tell it's super solid. But it's a fairly thick knife, partially serrated, but you can tell it's a good solid knife. I've never had this out in the field before. I've actually had this in an emergency bag at home in my basement, along with the next knife that I'm going to talk about. But this is the knife that I'm thinking about putting in it, the get home bag. But I'd like your comments on that. The sheath itself is super solid. It's got and this is all kind of a nylon out here, and then this is a plastic material. It's super solid. It's MOLLE compatible. Got a place to wrap around your thigh to keep it secure, and then you can hear it locks into place into that sheath, so it's not going anywhere. So that's a nice knife there. The last one, and this is a beast. Okay, this is a Schrade. All right, voila. This sucker is heavy, super solid. It's got some nice, you know, finger indentions there to where it just feels nice in the hand. This also has a little lanyard on the end, and then also has that what I believe would be a glass breaker on the butt of the knife too. And as you can see, it's you know, kind of a partially serrated. Look at the thickness of that. I mean, it's massive. I got this on Amazon. I cannot remember. It's a SCHF3. Okay, SCHF3 by Schrade. Okay. Inside the front pocket of this, I actually just have another Smith's knife sharpener. Okay, and again, the one thing I do not like about this knife, it's not necessarily the knife, it's the sheath. It's a terrible sheath. Now, if you secure it way down with MOLLE, that's fine and dandy. I'm sure it's going to be nice and secure. But as far as this is concerned, putting it on a belt, not going to happen. Okay, it's got all this cordage down here. Not even exactly sure what it's all for. It is some extra rope, but you know, one of these might be to secure it on around your thigh again. And then it does have a plastic insert where the blade slides in nice. Okay, and then you know, snaps in place. So that knife right there would probably do the job of a small hatchet, whereas these other knives probably wouldn't. So if I were to have to make a shelter, that would be the knife I would probably want. So most likely, unless you guys give me some really good reasons why that one might not be the best knife, I'm probably going to stick that in my bag, in my get home bag. But I would have to say, out of all these knives here, this is probably going to be number 3. Okay, I've had it in my get home bag for 3 years. I've obviously never had to use my get home bag. Okay, but these two knives right here, the Schrade and the Gerber, would probably be 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3, and then maybe I don't even want to look at these. Okay, so give me your thoughts. Tell me what you think. Some of you guys might know who have watched my get home bag video or my everyday carry video, that I could be anywhere from 7 miles away. When I'm at the office, I could be my office is 7 miles away from my home. So 7 miles with this bag, I can be home in 2 hours easy. Okay, that bag weighs 20 pounds. Great shoulder straps, great waist support. It's a fantastic bag. I could possibly, if I really needed to, get home in less than 2 hours. Okay, I'm a fast walker in fairly good physical condition, so I think I could do that. But the 2 or 3 weeks out of the month that I do have to travel, I could be anywhere from 50 miles away to even 300 miles away. So in that type of a scenario, it's going to take me a long time to get home, unfortunately. Okay, it depends on what type of a situation, what type of a disaster or emergency there is. Obviously, the worst case scenario would be some type of a solar flare, EMP type of a situation that would render our vehicles useless. Anything else, granted, I could stay in my car. There could be traffic jams, that kind of thing. So, to have a knife to where I could actually build a shelter and do more things out in the woods, I think that would be a good thing. All right, and although the Seal Pup is a good knife, it's a good quality knife, I don't think it would stand up to the abuse of either of those two knives if I had to do some real bushcrafting. It was in those types of situations. So anyway, let me know your thoughts. I appreciate you guys watching. Like the video, subscribe. I plan on doing a lot more videos. I have a list of different videos that I want to do. So again, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Take care.